everyone, welcome to your Learn Lab. I'm Seema, and if you're an IGNOU student, you're in the right place. Here we create videos on different IGNOU courses to help you ace your exams. So hit subscribe and join me on this learning journey. Welcome to MEG 1 IGNOU British Poetry series. In today's video, we dive into one of the most delightful yet deeply philosophical stories from the Canterbury Tales, The Nun's Priest's Tale by Geoffrey Chaucer. Told by nuns priests, the tale might appear to be a simple fable about a proud rooster and a cunning fox, but beneath the barnyard humor lies a web of moral reflections, irony, dreams, and wit. As we walk through the story together, we'll uncover layers of meaning, how pride leads to peril, how flattery becomes a weapon, and how Chaucer's genius turns even animals into mirrors of human nature. So let's step into the farmyard where drama begins not with knights or nobles, but with a widow, a rooster named Chauntecleer, and a dream that changes everything. In a quiet corner of the medieval countryside lived a poor widow. She owned a small cottage, her life modest, her meals plain, milk and brown bread, no feasts or fine silks. Yet in her simplicity there was peace, and in her farmyard a story was about to unfold. Among her animals was the proud rooster Chauntecleer, whose feathers gleamed like burnished gold and whose crow rang out like a church bell. He had many hens, but his heart belonged to Pertelote, beautiful and intelligent. One morning, Chauntecleer awoke with a start. He had a dream of a terrifying creature, reddish fur, glinting eyes, sharp teeth, a beast lurking in the shadows, ready to kill him. Pertelote laughed. "It's indigestion," she said, advising him to take laxatives and herbs. She dismissed dreams as nonsense. But Chauntecleer disagreed and began telling stories from great thinkers like Cicero to prove that dreams could foretell danger. The debate turned into a rich philosophical discussion. Chauntecleer defended dreams with tales of warnings that came true. He spoke of a man who dreamt his friend would be murdered. And he was. He quoted saints and sages, blending theology with experience. Pertelote, firm in her reasoning, remained unmoved. She insisted on logic, on medicine. Their dialogue wasn't just humorous, it represented a broader medieval tension. Reason versus prophecy, earthly science versus divine insight. As days passed, the dreams faded. Chauntecleer continued to strut and crow. But danger hadn't vanished. It had simply been biding time. One day, the cunning cold fox slipped silently into the yard. Hiding in the cabbages, he waited, eyes gleaming. When Chauntecleer came near, the fox didn't pounce. Instead, he praised him. "What a magnificent voice you have," said the fox. "Your father sang too, with such grace. Could I hear you sing? Just one time with your eyes closed, for that's how your father did it." Chauntecleer, puffed up with pride, closed his eyes, stretched his neck and let out a grand crow. And snap! The fox seized him by the throat and ran. Chaos erupted, Pertelote screamed, the hens wailed, and the widow chased. The fox, triumphant, fled with the prize rooster in his jaws. But even in danger, Chauntecleer had his wits. He spoke through clenched feathers. "Dear sir, why not boast of your victory to those behind us?" The fox, flattered, opened his mouth to gloat, and Chauntecleer flew free high into a tree. The fox begged him to come down, but this time the rooster was wiser. "No more flattery," he said. The tale ends with three layered morals. First, Chauntecleer tells us, never trust a flatterer. Second, the fox warns, never speak when silence is safer. And third, the priest reminds us that even a comic fable can carry weighty truths. Chaucer's genius lies in turning a barnyard squabble into a philosophical parable. Through animals, he reflects on human folly, pride, wisdom, and wit. And so, in this tale of feathers and fables, flattery and foresight, Chaucer leaves us with smiles, but thinking, a simple story with eternal resonance. Let's wrap up. The Nun's Priest's Tale is more than a funny animal story. It's a layered narrative that includes philosophical dream debate, a fable structure, and a satirical commentary on pride and persuasion. You should remember the key events: Chauntecleer's dream, Pertelote's dismissal, the fox's flattery, the rooster's capture, and eventual escape. Each of these moments ties into larger themes like the conflict between reason and instinct, or how language can be used to deceive. For your exam, knowing the storyline in detail helps you answer questions on narrative technique, use of irony and digression, symbolism of characters, satirical elements, and the fusion of comic and moral tones. So be sure to know the plot, the form, and the moral layers. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Your Learn Lab for more IGNOU study support. See you in the next one. Until then, happy learning and take care.